I'm Jean. That's my sister. Alicia.
What do you mean? You're my sister! How do I not know her?
What do you do?
My sister, I'm an actor. I do some acting.
What have you been in?
Wait, man. Trained. I'm not in anything at the moment. Oh, but at school. What do you think? Yeah? That's enough about me.
How do you know Alicia?
Church, grandmas and whatnot.
Grandma's not Alicia, met at church and at grandma's
and Pathfinders.
It's your turn. Alicia.
Oh, it's my turn. Yeah. You have to indicate. I don't know. Hi, I'm Alicia. Known these two from church.
Oh, one of the others.
Sorry, yeah, I can't even think of something.
Yeah, no, that was a mistake. Ooh. Was it? But then we realised that your stomach was broken, so.
Oh, that was the best. No. No.
Time you saw in church.
I saw her in church. Mate, I probably was. I was really good because I think it was a good play. It was a good play. Everyone was talking about it for ages.
The swearing.
No, the actual content of the play, life changing for some people. Do you know what I mean? And I was so committed to my character, I maybe saw a little bit. That's fine.
Really proud. He's so good, so talented. I don't think I'd seen him sing like that before or perform like that. It was like a different person, so that was great for me. But the other play that he's in, the most recent one that I've seen.
So I miss
No.
Just too long.
No.
Why? This is your job.
Thing
People
is,
are gonna be like, show me something.
no,
sing
give me
on the
money. You
spot.
know what I mean? My job
Yeah,
is my job. Nah,
Nah,
get out of here, man. What is it about her that makes me want to? Dunno. Oh, I've got lightheaded.
Easy, meaningless.
Easy, meaningless. down.
I did. Particular relationship just made me realise loads of things about myself, and just brought out stuff in me that just made me think and stop and occasionally take time out to reflect and think, actually that's not how you should behave, or that's not really you, don't act like that, or that's destructive to your personality. But I can't go into more about revealing the full story, but just being with that person just brought out stuff in me that I didn't like about myself.
Sometimes I just get a salad and like I'll just make up some salad, get some peppers and all sorts.
Oh, is this real?
Swear down! Swear down! You know what I mean? Not everyday meat.
What salad? How did you rate the salad?
Nice bit of salad, onion, everything raw, like nice raw onion, with some peppers.
Who are you?
Bruv.
Who is this guy?
I looked after myself.
I don't know this guy. I'm sorry, I take it back. I don't know this guy.
Taking so long to do my teaching, I put it off for like 2 years. But now I'm quite excited to start teaching, so maybe not believing myself sooner.
Doubtful, and I can be quite self-destructive. I'm like my biggest critic, always putting myself down, or nah, you can't do that, you can't do that. And like other people see stuff in me that I don't see in myself, but I think more recently it's like thinking you can do that, just give it a go. What's the worst thing that can happen? Like stepping outside of my comfort zone and trying different things, like giving that talk, that head teacher talk. I'm the shyest person on earth. Like, I'm a clown in front of my friends, and like you guys, I'm an idiot, but I'm so chronically shy, it's a real issue. But to do that, stepping outside of my comfort zone, daring just to take that step, is like massive for me, because now I think, oh, that's not bad. 60 head teachers and professionals, meh, that's fine, but that's all in my head, like it's an act in my head, and like, okay, I'm pretending to be this person all the day, and I know exactly what I'm talking about, I am a professional, they have nothing on me, and then I can just deliver it. Then afterwards I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. But that, just believe in yourself, take that first step, act and pretend, and what's that, fake it till you make it. But it does work, it works for me. But yeah, that's what I'd say.
I had the teacher at GSA, my drama school, called Michael Toomey, proper East End Londoner, like
Danny Dyer.
but like on crack, like proper hardcore. And he used to always say, like, kind of similar to what you were saying. He used to always say, he's got it tattooed on his arm. I'm pretty sure he has. Like, feel the fear and do it anyway. And it's like a well-known, everyone knows that. But like, he said it. I said it way back in first year. I was like, oh yeah, whatever, to me. But like, it has stuck with me for like everything. And even though when I say it in my head, I do laugh, and like, that's just what Michael Toomey said. I do laugh, but it's so you can use it and like apply it to so many different situations, where we would stop ourselves from either exploring something with like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't do that, or like just putting ourselves out there, or just, know what I mean, like just don't, as you say, don't get in your own way, like just do stuff, don't, like just go out and experience different cultures, different, just not even like, that's just in life way, but like if you want to do a new job, want to change your career or something, just be smart, but do it. Also, there's this other guy at my same drum school, a man called Ian Ricketts. Remember the old?
Frail?
He's not frail. He's not. He's so
like, it's intense. Like, he was going up to all of the, after they finished the show, like,
so good. Honestly, he's like, you don't understand. He's how is he? 80 now? 80? Yeah, 80. But he's fitter than me. He probably live longer than me. Like, he's got so much life, and like he inspires me just to be like such a cool human being. He hasn't got a TV at home. Like, he just walks around in the woods and like picks up like foxes and like squirrels and like he's so.
Why?
Because he's just in tune with the world. He's so cool. and like, he always smells of lavender. He never smells. He smells of lavender. And I went to his house. We had the woodland walk. You go to his house and you can walk around the woods. Got lavender. That's how you know it smells of lavender. Got a basket of lavender in his toilet. Just a whole fresh lavender. And he's got. He just we went into his garden, picking some little onion chives. He's like, eat it, have a bite. I was like, alright, Ian. Had it. It was lovely. Bit of onion from his garden. I was like, mate, this is. He inspires me.
People who are like genuine, like so authentic to themselves, regardless of whatever is going around them or whoever they're with. They're so unique and authentic and just so selfless and kind and loving. That really impresses me about another person, because I think that's quite rare these days. I think loads of people are trying to fit into a box, or wherever they go they kind of change their character and personality, but to remain uniquely and authentically themselves, that's quite impressive for me. And being kind and, you know, loving and caring to other people, that impresses me in a society like ours where people are sort of selfish and that's it for me.
My mentors said that I'm very calm and relaxing, like in the classroom and around children. So even when I'm telling a child off, I say it so politely and calmly that they can't argue back. So then they just have to get on with it. And they said that my presence calms them down in the classroom. So that's fine.
So someone who just can decide if they want to do something and they can stick to it. I think being able to just do something like that, like something so spontaneous and something so like drastic, but like stick to it, I think it's quite cool. That impresses me.